Small Town Scuttlebutt.
So, what's the average size of a woman's group chat, would you say?
So if it goes above 4 people, then it just devolves into like nonsense and it's annoying. And that's when you have to break off into the smaller faction group chat to talk about how annoying the larger group chat is.
So that is women. That is women in a nutshell. And you, this is why we love Liz. She's transparent. She's like, if I'm going to talk shit behind your back, at least I'm going to let you know about it.
Yes, exactly.
Now, I don't know what you guys were talking about, but I have a feeling I know exactly what you're talking about.
We're talking about group chats because Mike, the Minister of Misinformation from Mesa, is now on our group chat to help with the coordination because he's always asking me questions, and I'm like, I don't fucking know, Mike. I don't know Liz's schedule. I don't know when Evan's getting his fucking hair done. Like, how am I supposed asking too many questions? So I just put him on the thing.
Yeah.
And now he's part of it, and now he's like, he's excited.
I'm excited. I think it'll be good to have like an outside perspective too. So.
Well, now he's one of us, but I know what you mean. Like, he's one of us. He's one of us on the inside, but he's outside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Outside of our little, country life.
Time zone, area code. Like,
Little Midwestern perspective, perhaps?
Yep. No, that's not
No,
Midwestern.
Southwest?
Isn't it?
Southwest, bro.
Southwest. Yes.
Well, whatever.
Arizona, the home of like the heartland, the farmers, Enrique and Julio.
It is
the heartbeat of America.
It is sort of middle, isn't it?
No, man, it's the Southwest.
I mean, I'm geographically challenged, and even I know it's the Southwest.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Next episode, we're going to talk about the 4 cardinal directions, starting with north. We're going to go clockwise, okay? Evan, we're going to catch you up.
All
And
right.
the next episode, we're going to talk about how the earth is round.
Yes, I am not a flat earther. I will
Okay,
let you know.
I just want to say, I might be a little snippy toward Evan today, and it's like
Why?
It's love. It's big
Okay.
brother love. But I just feel like I feel like busting your nuts.
Yeah.
Only because he comes in with like vim and vigor. It's his turn to have the tech issue.
Okay.
Every time I'm like, this fucking thing doesn't work. Oh, shit, we're not even recording. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Oh
just
my
kidding. And now Evan's like trying to set up the camera.
Yeah.
And he's like whining like a little bitch. And I'm like, let me see. I'm like, doo-doo-doo-doo. And then I wouldn't say
Just
I
like
fixed it. I think I simmered him down and said, this is pretty good.
I'd say the role of Rick Fink today is being played by Evan Walsh.
Yeah.
Because that was some role reversal shit.
Right.
You know, when you were having technical difficulties, I was nothing but supportive.
You
You
really
guys
were.
are like a cute little married couple. Like,
Ugh.
but only one of you is allowed to lose their shit. Like, if I came in to record and both of you were losing your shit, I'd have to just go because that's bad energy. Like, only one of you is allowed to because the other one is like the emotional support animal.
Yeah. No, this is a
For
toxic
you.
gay couple. Right
Yes,
here.
What happens?
I'm here for it.
Help us.
I don't want to be around when Liz loses her shit.
You
Well,
don't.
tell you
It's
that.
I was
awful.
going to say,
It is
okay, so in
awful.
your household, and I just saw Dan at a restaurant with 2 buddies the other week, and
Oh yeah,
cool as a cucumber,
that's
just
my
holding,
husband.
just holding court at the bar at the gym. Yeah, we have a gym with a bar in it. Like, you worked out, recharge your calorie loss with
Exactly.
some Bud Heavies.
Time to rehydrate with some beer.
That's
Yeah.
good. I love it.
Yeah, so he's there, half in the bag, fucking wasted. No,
he wasn't.
Those Irish guys, fucking, they never know when to say when. No, he's just hanging out, and I'm like, this is a cool dude. Like, he's just, I bet he, boop, 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 boop,
Oh,
as
he's
far
so
as-
even
as
keeled.
very-
Thank
yeah,
God.
His
Yeah.
highs are,
Yeah.
moderate, and his lows are,
He
not
doesn't
that-
even have any lows.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, like sometimes I'm like, you can't be happy all the time.
yeah.
So he works within a framework.
He does. Yeah.
And he's never.
His resting faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, folks at home, it's kind of like you're interested in a story, but you're ready to laugh, like that kind of thing. And then there's you. Which,
There's me.
Which is like, you're passionate and you're driven. You have convictions.
My highs are really high.
Yeah.
My lows are fucking despair.
Okay. Well, we won't talk about. Okay, so a high being a positive, like great thing.
Yes,
like,
yes.
woo!
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you're explosive and excited. That's all
Yes.
you were when you were in Charleston, South Carolina with
Yeah.
your girlfriends at your
Yes.
50th.
Lots of laughs, lots of, high energy. Yeah.
As far as you're willing to go, share with us your biggest shit fit. Holiday related.
Geez,
Let's keep
holiday
it.
related.
Let's keep it so the Scuttlebutts at home are like, it's the holidays. I got to relate to the show. What's going on? I lose my.
I
shit.
mean, there's 1,000 of them, but
a good one, like one you can have fun with. Like, we laughed at the end when.
So when
she threw the flowers.
The kids were little, and we would get all dolled up to go to church. I was always the one that made sure the kids had the appropriate clothing to wear to church. And when I say little, I mean like twins are 1, Will's 5.
Yeah.
So and they're too young to really dress themselves in anything at that point, especially anything that had like buttons or tights or whatever. And so if we had to be out the door for mass, I'm just going to make this up, let's say 10 a.m. I know I'm now working backwards for like when I have to get in the shower and get ready and how long it's going to take to get them ready and packing a diaper bag and making sure. So now it's 7 a.m. I have to start this process.
Oh, fucking diaper bag.
Dan's like
it's a trigger.
on the couch playing video games. He knows we have to leave at 10. So he gets in the shower at 9:40. And I have spent probably 2.5 hours like getting everything ready.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I do everything around here. God damn it. I have to get all the kids ready. And you're
Yeah.
Eventually, it's just like a dog whistle. He doesn't hear me anymore. And he's like, what? If you wanted help, you just should have asked for it. And I'm like,
doesn't
I
sound like
shouldn't
that.
have to ask.
He doesn't sound like that. That is awesome.
I want you to want to do the dishes.
Yes.
Oh, that
I
is,
want you to want to put a button-down shirt on our 1-year-old.
Yeah. It's we don't even think of it.
No, it
because
did
we don't
not
care.
even
The kid
occur.
could show up in a sweatshirt, and it really doesn't matter.
That I don't stand. No, I'm with Liz on the. We dress up. We
And
comb
so
our
is
hair.
Dan. Like, Dan would be
Rick is
mortified.
clearly
or,
the
you
more
know.
feminine of our gay couple.
He's the bottom.
Yeah. How do you know that?
Oh God! But I feel like I lived that pain of your husband. I do.
You're on the receiving end of that.
No, it takes me 5 minutes to take a shower and literally get out, get ready.
We can see that.
Yeah, right.
So you guys, if you go to YouTube, you'll know what he's talking about.
And I like to conserve my time. I like to only utilize what I need to utilize in order to get ready when I need to be ready. And that's sort of how it happens, you know?
Now, there were a lot of I's and me's in that statement, Evan.
Yep.
There was no we or our. And I
Yeah.
think that's the fundamental problem.
Well, listen, the fundamental problem
Yeah.
is it takes her 45 minutes to an hour to shower and get ready and do her hair and do her makeup and find the right clothes and then put the right shoes on and then put the shoes back in the closet and then find another pair of shoes and then change the whole damn outfit altogether. And that is what is contributing to the anger and the stress that then gets pushed on to me and my poor child. And now we're all operating at a freaking level 10 and I have had it. That's it. Enough.
Did you hear that sound? That was the sound, the sucking sound of all of our women listeners leaving the podcast.
But we're all the same. Like, we're all I can totally relate to your wife.
Well, wait till you see what I get into next week.
Okay, let me tell you. Okay, I've heard both sides, and I will say this: I hear you have all the justification for being upset with your husband, and you have all the justification for saying to your wife, "A little over the top." We're all the same, by the way.
Exactly.
Yes,
completely.
Like I'm not
completely.
saying this is a Liz and an
Yeah.
Evan. This is you're the wife. You basically are my wife, and you are basically me. Like in our
Yeah.
Everyone
We're all
at
the same.
home, play along. Like I've learned something because Liz wins this argument.
Oh.
That the women do win the argument, and I hate to admit it because I like to make fun of women, as you know, because you listen to the show. And women like it because most of our listeners are women. So hey, ladies,
and
come get
whenever
it.
you say something, it's true.
Yeah.
So
These broads just love coming. They come here for it. So here you go, Liz. Your whole win on this conversation was I hear a lot of I's and me's because that's the difference. And I've learned that. Like, why is she respectfully? Why is she bitching so much about the kid is gonna get the thing done? And then I'm like, oh, because she's the one, dealing
facilitating,
with those two. Like she's just gotta keep the needle. Like she's just hurting them, forward. Like keep moving.
yeah.
And I'm over here getting ready in my 5 minutes because I gave myself an hour to go do whatever the hell I needed because we only need 5 minutes to leave.
Yeah.
No, only you need 5 minutes to leave. But so now I do this. This is Evan. I'm not saying I'm like husband of the year. Guys at home.
I can take it.
Yeah. Just, I'm telling you, it's man-to-man coverage. We have 2 kids.
Yeah.
We have 2 parents. If you have any more than that, that's your fault. You made a mistake in life.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
And if you only had one, the state should get involved because that is child abuse. You are isolated a kid. They're going to grow up and be like the most kid because they never learn to share. We all know. Your daughter's doomed. Your kids, underparented. Just kidding.
Yeah. They are.
Just kidding. But it's easy for me because I got 2. So
right.
You take them, you take them. You guys would have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Like you could do shifts.
Yeah.
Hey, hun, I'm going to get her ready up to breakfast, right? And then after that, I'm going to send her upstairs. You bath dressed. And then while I'm doing breakfast, you get ready. And then we switch and I'll get ready. And then bam, we'll be ready. And then for you, twins are probably a package deal. Or Dan takes the boys. How
I mean, at this point, our kids are older, right? You know, I have a 16-year-old and 2 12-year-olds. And so, honestly, we're at the point, I was telling my sister over the weekend, I barely see my kids. They're off with friends. They're doing their own, they require very little from us in the way of, facilitating a shower and as long as they have clean clothes, there's food in the house, they're fine. What they require really now is more emotional support, which is a totally different ballgame.
Yeah,
but in terms of the logistics, they're good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in those moments where it's like we all have to go together to church.
Exactly.
Those are the we all have to go to dinner, and your son probably doesn't want to have to or maybe he is. I don't know. It's different. When I was a teenager. Oh, no, going out to dinner with grandma and grandpa. It's great. I love them. But why do we have to go to the restaurant? All you do is talk, and we can't talk to you. And we sit here and we fight, and then you get mad at us for fighting. But what else are we supposed to do?
Yeah. I want to go back to something that Evan said about his wife, though, and getting dressed and taking off a pair of shoes and putting on a different pair of shoes and changing the outfit altogether.
She's going to defend her.
I am. Because I get it. And you should be thankful that your wife has such a pride in her appearance and she wants to look good with you when you leave the house together. And it's very stressful as a woman. You put on an outfit. If you don't feel good about yourself in the outfit, your fucking day's ruined, man.
Yeah.
And she's only got one person to take that out on, and that's you.
I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm the woman whisperer, but I am hearing I'm picking up what she's laying out. She's right. Liz is right. Dude, you're lucky. You have a beautiful wife who lays out the I've seen her. Oh, by the way, Evan's wife one night on a Friday paid money to buy a ticket to come to a comedy show.
Oh.
To see me and to get away from Evan.
Oh.
Does that make you jealous? I'm just saying.
I got to see what the appeal is if this Rick thing that my husband spends so much time with.
She did, actually. Yes, she did.
She's very nice. I'd never, and we had not met yet. I'm being funny, But she did come to the show, and then she introduced herself as Evan Walsh.
Yeah.
And then she went on her way, and I'm like, wow, lucky guy.
Yeah.
She was a beautiful lady and very friendly. When someone can just come up and say, hey,
sure,
Evan, and blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I like social people.
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't it nice when people come up to you all nice and say, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
You're looking good today.
You guys are probably the friendliest couple.
Well,
right? If I bumped into you
in
a
public.
Right. Now, do you feel, Evan, because you have your business requires you to be really friendly.
Yeah.
Even when you don't want to be. So, do you feel like that takes a lot out of you? So when you don't have to be that way, you kind of go fuck this.
No. Well,
the mental exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yes,
exactly.
But that is why this is such a great outlet for me, because I have to put on you're literally you're an actor.
Yes.
You have to be all things for all people of all different shapes, sizes, philosophies, thoughts.
To be a chameleon.
You have to be a chameleon.
Yeah.
What, on this?
Yep. No.
This job.
When I'm working with different people, because they're coming from all different walks of life, and different communities, and different income levels, and all that different stuff.
So when someone comes from Texas, you're like, howdy, partner. Welcome to Massachusetts.
Yeehaw! You have a MAGA hat on.
I mean, it depends. But you do try to, you fall into that sort of role, and, you kind of, those people then expect a certain a way of acting and thinking and talking and all that stuff. You know,
you're reading the room.
Yeah, you read the room with every single person.
Yep.
You know, it's
and you play to their drum.
Right.
Let's use another cliche. What do you... But yeah, I get it. It's like, let them take the lead, right? And these people are serious. These people are funny. These people are not paying attention.
Yeah, you're kind of like, and you probably do it in your job too. I think most people in their jobs probably do this, more than they maybe even recognize.
Yeah.
But it's like you're trying to understand how do I need to position myself to appeal the personality that I'm dealing with.
Right.
Now, maybe I don't want to. Maybe they piss me off, they're annoying, and I really don't give a.
Right.
So anyway, that's just.
But yeah, in your business, you're dealing people are making a huge financial transaction.
Sure.
And so there's a trust factor there, and they're going to want to do business with someone that they trust, and trust comes from, I see myself in this person, or I see commonality in this person. So like you have to kind of be a chameleon.
So I mean, I've done it like 300 to 400 times for different people, but sometimes like the messaging is really important, And apparently messaging with my wife is important too. But I mean, at this point, you know what you're in for. You know what you're going to get, and I guess I do too.
I know. That's what I tell my husband when I lose my shit. I'm like, well, it's been 22 years of marriage.
I'm not afraid to push back, though. I'll lose my shit on her, just to kind of like, let's reestablish some boundaries here,
Right.
Because it can't be all on.
Well, yeah, you don't want to be a beta.
Time. No, Jesus.
Ugh. That's very unattractive.
Yeah, who the hell wants that?
Don't you guys think that after the hundreds of billions of years men and women have been, getting together, like we would understand that the woman's biggest thing for the man to like get their heads wrapped around with is you're on it, the on it gene. Like you're just on it all the fucking time. Like you don't take a break. Not even for fucking football. And then there's you guys, us, right? You guys, what am I? Yeah, you and me. We're like, hey man, like I feel like. Why do we run the world? Why are men in charge? Because we're like the most passive.
You are just one blowjob from a wrong woman away from losing control of everything. I am.
You know how many times I've been fucked over by this blowjob?
The most powerful man in the world.
Just kidding.
I will put a hot woman in the room with him, and all of a sudden, that's it. He's no longer the most powerful man in the world. Like a hot woman could take down any man.
That is fucking true.
It is.
It is true. It is fucking like. That's concerning. Like, it's such a weakness. You know what? Whenever I see like some fat balding guy like me, look down his nose at that celebrity that cheated on his wife, or that NBA basketball player that was, screwing around, and I would never do. Like, dude, you're 240 pounds. Your hair, you got that Caesar haircut, like whatever the fuck bald thing. You're not cool. You can't get laid, and you're jealous. You're jealous. You have no idea. You have no idea what you're talking about. You've never been put in that temptation. You've never had a woman that beautiful and the situation available where there's a hotel room here and whatever. And I'm not even talking about infidelity or anything. I'm just talking. Well, yeah, I guess that's like otherwise you'd be like, yeah, I'm in, right? So yeah, you got a wife at home. This is the 90th goddamn woman who's a 10. Who's hit on you, and you've been on the road for 5 weeks. Oh, and your wife is kind of annoying you, right? She's always texting you. She's texting you about, when do you get home?
Change the light bulbs.
Yeah. You play like shit in Chicago. Okay? You know them, those women. But I do have, I don't condone the cheating, but I don't go, that piece of shit. I go, fuck, you know what? If I ever make it in comedy, rewind. When I make it in comedy, I am going to understand that I am a man with a libido, and I just will make sure that I am not getting myself into situations. Like, who goes to a strip club? You fucking moron. Why would you do that? Unless you're going home with one of the strippers and want to get an STD. Like, what are you doing?
But I think it also goes back, and we've talked about it on the show before, the ultra wealthy, powerful people, they're just used to sort of everything, getting anything they want, and without a lot of consequence. So they up the ante because, I mean, look at P. Diddy.
Yeah.
It's like
I mean,
you
I'm
just-
about to
Yeah.
say we're
Right?
slipping into P. Diddy
yeah.
and JayZ
JayZ
territory now.
Yeah.
I like this.
But
So-
let's not let Jeffrey Epstein off either. And then,
No,
and
yeah, but I
then-
see like they just, nothing normal satisfies them anymore. So they're, again,
Yeah.
up the ante.
Well, I'm hearing now animals too at the P. Diddy party. Yeah, I'm telling you. Remember? Do you guys remember? And I don't want to go off the rails here. Okay.
He just went for
Conspiracy theory
bestiality, and that
yes.
tipped him on to, do you remember? Probably I'm going to go with no.
No.
I hope not. You remember? I hope not.
Remember that time at Lookout Farm? That's a joke. But do you guys remember? Like, it must have been, I don't know, 2 months ago, and we were talking about conspiracies or whatever, and I was like, "Oh yeah, JayZ too. You better watch
right.
out."
Yeah.
You remember?
Yes.
All that stuff is coming, and it's coming.
It's
Anyway, it's coming hard.
That's what it sounds like.
I'm halfway through it. I'm like, this does not sound good. But yeah, I don't know if you want to, dig into that at some point. But
Do we even have a topic for today?
Yeah, we do. We
Dan
do.
asked
Sure.
me, he goes, "What are you guys talking about?" I go, "I don't know."
Yeah, no. Today's the reflecting on our. We talk a lot of shit. We say things. We just
really
run
do.
with it. We make stuff up as we go, and we pass
We run
it
our
off.
mouths.
Yeah, and we pass it off to the Scuttlebutts as fact, but it's all in jest, and you should never look to us as a hard-hitting news source. Always corroborate anything we say with something. What do you call that? Respectful, respectable, right?
Yes, don't cite us as a source in any term papers or anything like that.
unless it's conspiracy related,
Yeah,
then you can
yeah.
talk to me.
Sometimes we know what we're talking about, but I did have Mike, the Minister of Misinformation, is we were a little late with one show, and then he was busy. So we have about a month worth of mistakes to go over. So I just said, why don't we just make this episode?
Yeah.
We're gonna focus this episode on.
All right. I'm gonna have to get my glasses.
Sure. Hey guys, you know what? You're not perfect, and neither are we. And I am a fan of just maybe looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
And as we go into this new year with a new president and all that stuff, and not getting political, but as you go about your day and you have to compromise and make do with things and tolerate and deal with things and fight and argue or whatever at your discretion for what's important to you, just remember it's also important to look in the mirror and to clean up your side of the street. And I say that as a well, I'm not going to get political, but all I'm going to do is, okay, I'm a Republican. You know what? I think the Department of Government Efficiency is fucking awesome. Let's fucking do this.
Yeah.
I don't think that Marjorie Taylor Green should have any fucking chairmanship on
Jesus.
that thing.
God,
Like,
you really have it out for her, huh?
well, she's a fucking douchebag.
Nightmare.
Can I say cunt?
Listen.
She's a fucking cunt.
Oof.
Yeah, she is. Get the fuck out of the planet. Just
Okay.
put her
What
in a
about-
rocket, send her to Mars, and go, are we habitable yet? Nope. Send another one. Okay, give me Pelosi. And we'll just go back and forth. Anyway, that's all my political ranting is. My whole point is we should just not let the politics get us upset. Should be cool. And just fix your own side of the street. You know, as a Republican, I'm going to do whatever I can to get Marjorie Taylor Green out of office. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to help anyone. You know, I'll cross the aisle to do that one. You know what I mean? She's garbage. I get that. What's the point? We say things that are wrong. You know, stop acting like you know everything. We don't know shit. As we'll get. Well, we do know a lot, but anyway.
All right, so I think we should call this episode Reflections. There's a lot to unpack here, friends. So, from Mike, Feliz Navidad, Rick, Liz, and Evan. Small Town Scuttlebutt dropped 3 episodes during my self-inflicted haze of tryptophan from the red wine, turkey, and trucker crank I consumed over Thanksgiving. Good for you, Mike. Looks like I've got my work cut out for me, so let's hit it. Let's hit it and quit it, Mike. All right, episode 219. You guys discussed predictions from the mom prom Evan attended. There was no follow-up. In true Scuttle and Small Town Scuttlebutt,
Yeah.
there was no follow-up. All right. Any soccer moms throwing up in the bathroom? Or really anywhere?
God, was there any throwing
Were you
up?
so drunk you can't even remember now?
I will
Well,
tell you.
I mean, you don't have to think about
I
that.
was on a party bus.
Nice.
To my recollection, there were definitely some people that had tied one on.
Imbibed.
But I am going to have to go with at least while I was present, there was no throwing up.
Okay, there's none. Because you know what? You didn't hear about it. If someone threw up, we would have heard about it.
So yeah,
Would
I think
have
it would have
seen it
made
or
the
heard
news around town.
Yeah.
But who knows what happened after the
That
buses
is
got
true.
home? You know,
That's true. And there was no conflicts, no
Verbal or physical altercation?
no.
Okay.
No,
All right. Well,
no, it was pretty clean. It was a pretty clean.
So it was boring.
boring.
No, it was-
Yeah. Boo. Okay. There was some discussion about thruples in Medfield. I do believe a certain podcast recently did an undercover investigation on this topic.
Yeah,
we should re-release the video.
I think it was great.
I think it was too.
Swingers. You seen the Swingers video?
I don't think so.
Oh, you'll love it. It's right up your alley.
Okay.
Fun fact here, guys. Modern day Italians do not use Venmo for cash transactions. They use Grifter. Is that a thing?
Never heard of it.
Am I offending an
Grifter?
entire
It's called a grifter? Like
an entire nationality here?
I thought they just pickpocketed people. No?
no, that's black people.
Hot damn, Rick. This is the first thing we've ever had in common with the Adam Carolla show. The story about the Georgia woman letting her 10-year-old son walk alone was also covered on the November 25th episode of the Adam Carolla show.
Hey. How about that?
All right. I like that. All right.
Great minds.
This is where we're really getting into it, you guys, because on episode 220, in a posthumous memoir, Judy Garland's ex-husband, Sid Luft, claims she was groped by the Munchkins on set. Told you. They would make Judy's life miserable on set by putting their hands under her dress, wrote Sid in the book. Garland was quoted, "They were little drunks. They got smashed every night, and the police used to scoop them up in butterfly nets."
No way!
In butterfly nets.
Shut up!
Oh, my
That is
God.
hilarious.
Can you imagine getting tickled by those little sausage
Oh, my
fingers?
God. Oh, God.
Like up your skirt?
Wait, it gets worse. Burt Lahr, who played the Cowardly Lion, corroborated the tales. He said many Munchkins made their living by panhandling, pimping, and whoring.
Stop.
Midgets brandished knives and often passions for larger personnel.
What?
All right, so it was even more insidious than I had thought.
Hold on.
Oh.
Hello? Hold on a second. Hey, I gotta go. I'll call you later. Sorry. I thought I could get him in.
It didn't work.
Okay,
Sorry.
so continuing, several sources debunked the hanging Munchkin in the We're Off to See the Wizard scene as a silhouette of a bird in the studio. Several
Wow.
birds of varying
Yes.
sizes were borrowed for the Los Angeles Zoo and allowed to roam on the set.
Yes.
No.
Yes?
It still looks like a hanging.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is.
know. I'm going to have to go
It
back and
looks-
look.
It's a bird.
The figure has been identified as either an emu or a crane.
No.
All right, I feel like we have to go back and look at that scene through the lens of like,
Yes.
it's a bird, and
Think
to
about
see
it.
if it really is.
Disney doesn't want that getting out to the public. You know?
Yeah, but it's already been out. It's been out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
they didn't-
No, it's been out for about 90 years. It's like, it's like,
Well,
like
then-
that,
okay,
that
then
VHS,
why-
that VHS tape that you have at home, folks. Go dust it off and
Well,
Put it back
then
in.
riddle
Look
me
at
this, Rick Man. Why then remove it from the new releases?
because it's a very macabre conversation starter, and they prefer to not have it in the movie. Period. Hey, this is to see what.
So we don't have another generation that has the urban legend of the midget hanging from
Yeah,
a tree.
yeah. Just erase the history.
Yeah. It's like
Oh, I
take
just said midget, little person.
Yeah,
Oh.
but you said it in the context that it was.
Yes,
This is a
yes.
comedy
So that's okay.
podcast,
Yeah.
Liz.
Okay.
And I also
Yes.
made the joke.
It's like
about,
when they took Sacagawea off the Land O'Lakes.
They did?
Yeah. She's gone.
Oh.
Yeah. And you know what the problem with was that is if you took.
Aunt Jemima's off the maple syrup.
Yeah. But I'm upset about the Land O'Lakes Native American girl because one of my friends, Katie, showed me this when we were kids. She goes, if you take the box and you fold the box just perfectly, she's kneeling, but if you bend it up so her knees come up to her chest, it looks like her boobs. It looks like she's topless. And I'm like, Katie, I don't know how you came up with this, but you're my new best friend.
But you're a genius.
Yeah. Oh, I was like, I mean, we all get bored, but
Right?
How do you?
How bored do you get when
Yeah.
you're folding a Land O'Lakes box?
That was awesome. Yeah.
Okay, the ghost scene from 3 Men and a Baby was debunked by Steve Feldstein from Touchstone Pictures. It was a cardboard cutout of Ted Danson dressed in a tuxedo involving him being cast in a dog food commercial, but that scene was cut from the final edit. I don't know. I don't know if I'm buying that.
That
I'm
is
gonna have to go
bullshit.
back and.
So you buy that one, but you don't
No,
buy
no, we don't. We don't buy it. That's bullshit. Because we said it's a continuous shot. It comes and then it comes back. And I was talking about I've been on sets of you hear a pin drop, the director and the sound guy will lose their shit.
Yeah.
So don't tell me some guy, some prop guy, some key grip, if you will. Or whatever that is. It's going to be just walking around. Hey, Bruce, where do you want me to put these silhouettes for the marketing thing? Just put them right there. We're filming a multi-billion-dollar movie.
Yeah, but you buy that. You won't buy that excuse, but you will buy the excuse of the
no, I'm saying
little
I'm not
person.
buying that excuse. I'm not buying
Right.
it.
So
Yeah.
you believe that there is a silhouette of a ghost in the video.
No.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a ghost.
okay. So
That's
why
a ghost.
is that a ghost?
Oh, because
in the little person hanging from the background is not real.
Okay, because the supernatural does what it wants, and that
What's more real, Rick?
the
A
supernatural.
person hanging themselves or the supernatural?
Okay.
Oh, Rick was haunted by a ghost.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know that.
I am doubling down. It's the supernatural. First of all, hey, did anyone notice on set? Like, I know we have a lot of content. Continuity experts, right? Like if a guy's smoking a cigarette, they cut the scene. Okay, the cigarette can't be like a new cigarette, right? The details are so they're not gonna there's a dead guy hanging from the fucking tree here in the scene. I didn't catch that. No, that is impossible to happen. However, a ghost showing up on your scene. Absolutely realistic because I've seen the ghost. I've felt the ghost. The ghost has touched me. Remember we talked about this?
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, I believe that that's a supernatural entity, and I do not believe that there's a dead midget hanging from a tree.
I would like to know what the Scuttlebuddies think.
I would too. Please weigh in, Scuttlebutts, because this is a big controversy.
Well, there's okay. So
what do you think?
Yeah, there's three of us. So so it's 1-1. Be the tiebreaker. Who's right?
Oh shit. I'm always gonna go with the supernatural.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, but now is Evan. How do you feel about that part where Evan and I disagree on the dead midget hanging from a tree?
I'm fine with that.
No, is it a dead midget or is it not?
I feel like someone would notice that.
Thank you. Yeah, come on, Evan. How do you film a movie with a dead human being?
I mean, small, but not that small.
On the set. Yeah, it's just impossible. It's such a silly. It is a.
I mean, I would like to believe it's true because it makes it more kind of interesting. But
I would like to think. You know what? I am a human being with a heart.
All right.
I would like to think that midget didn't decide to kill himself.
I'm going to dig into this more.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm digging
All
into
right.
this more.
I think Evan is like. I think you have like an emotional connection to it. You have like you want validation. Right?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I know what I saw.
I feel like saying we should do a video where we look at it. It's chalk it up with the great ideas.
We should do that.
Right.
We should.
We
Let's
should do
look
the
at it.
side
Let's
by
look
side.
at it.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
We don't have to do it right now, but and I have also seen a ghost. So I
have?
Yeah,
Oh,
I have.
All right.
So I'm
surprised.
open to.
I'm surprised. Okay.
To me, the physical aspect of the little person hanging themselves is way more of a possibility than a ghost just randomly showing up in a movie. But I won't say that it can't happen.
Okay. All right. We'll dig into this further. We'll deep dive offline. Okay. Evan asked if midgets still face. I don't think we can say that.
I didn't say
Mike, I
midget.
don't think we can say
I
that.
said
Evan
little
asked
person.
if little people still face challenges being cast in modern day films.
Yeah.
I would like to just point in the direction of the shit show known as the Snow White live action remake scheduled for release in 2025.
What's this?
The only thing I've heard about this is the actress hired to play Snow White. I think she's of Latina descent, and there are conservatives out there that think that that's a fucking travesty.
Well, the name is Snow White.
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
Be white.
Well, this is all coming off the heels of casting Ariel, the Little Mermaid, as a black Little Mermaid.
Right.
That's
now,
okay.
You know.
That's okay.
Sure.
It wasn't called The White Mermaid, you know?
No, but the whole, it's like they're redoing all of the movies with diversity and inclusion. That is the...
Yeah.
I don't know what the little person shit show is though, as it relates to the Snow White live action remake. Are they hiring little people for it?
don't
Are they
think so.
hiring children for the dwarves?
No,
Or like, what is
they're hiring like fucking weird adults.
Yeah.
Oh, like regular sized people?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's weird. Okay.
But are they gonna like size them down, like in
like
the movie?
CGI?
Yeah,
Shrink them?
Yeah, like those movies like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, where Rick Moranis is like,
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't even think if I could be wrong, and again, I haven't really paid a lot of attention to it. I don't even think that they've shrunk them down. I think that they're just like normal people, and they're no longer.
Ew.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Well, this is great because keep continuing your woke bullshit, and then watch nobody buy it, and then the market will correct.
That's what's happened.
And
I mean, it's
capitalism
weird
will crush
enough
this stupid shit.
that a young woman goes to live with, what are they, how many of them are there? 12?
Yeah.
8, 10,
Especially
whatever.
with
A
the
lot,
reputation
dwarf.
that they
Right?
got.
There's 69 of them, Liz.
Weirder if a young woman goes to live in a house with a bunch of full-grown men.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
Imagine how Smurfette felt.
Oh my goodness, right? The belle of the ball all the time.
Or,
All right. I need to look into this a little bit more.
okay.
Anyway, regarding current day teenagers engaging in sexual activities, fewer than 40% of American high schoolers have ever had intercourse, a decline of 15 percentage points from the 1990s. The biannual Youth Risk Behavior Survey conducted by the CDC determined in 2019 that 38.4% reported they had sex, down from 39.5% in 2017, 46% in 2009, and 54% in 1991. I'll fact check that with my teenage son.
Holy shit. Okay, so
As a girl dad, I like the trend.
Right?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Definitely like the trend, but boy, have we fallen from...
Now, this says intercourse. I'm curious if oral sex is part of those statistics. So,
it's entering.
Yeah.
So, interesting. So, over 50% when we were in high school, and under
and now we're
35
fewer than 40%.
That's not a huge decline. It's a steady.
Yeah.
That's decent.
Can I tell you a funny, quick thing?
Sure.
I graduated high school as a virgin. I was, so I'm in the majority. It was kind of like, I just was not pursuing that. Like I was all about, I just felt like, I don't know.
You would have taken it if it got thrown at you, though.
No, because it was thrown at me. And it was like, it was just kind of like, I don't know. But anyway.
It depends on who throws it at you,
Yeah.
too.
That's true.
I screwed around and stuff, but I wanted a committed relationship there. Like, I'm old fashioned. Okay,
How
ladies?
evolved.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. I wasn't just gonna bang anybody. Anyway, got to college, things changed. But on my freshman year floor, there's 16 rooms, 32 guys, and there were 2 virgins on the floor. Me and my roommate.
No.
And room 316 was known as the Virgin Vault for about a week, and I did something about it.
All right. Good for you.
Fuck this.
I assume that did not lead to a committed relationship.
No, it wasn't a week. It was actually, no, that was my first girlfriend, and it was she was on the cover of YM magazine when she was like 16.
Really?
Meow, Rick.
Yeah, and then we dated, and I didn't want to date her anymore, and she didn't like that, so she told me she was pregnant. And that fucking...
With yours or someone else's?
Yeah, and she said she was getting an abortion.
Oh, boy.
And I'm telling a lot right now. But, so I was like, my head's spinning, and I'm like, oh, fuck. We're going home for Christmas break, like freshman year. This is...
And are you thinking,
strange.
like, I have to tell my parents that my girlfriend's pregnant?
Like, what are we doing?
Wow.
So I said, well, you know what? Well, she's not my girlfriend.
Okay.
She's doing this. She went psycho. So this is not a good, happy story of, like, your first time.
Yeah, right?
So I said, well, I'll go to the clinic with you. I'll be supportive. I'm calling her bullshit because I know, I know she's not. So and then she all of a sudden decided that, I miscarried or some bullshit.
Oh my God.
It went.
Jesus.
The problem went away or whatever.
That's indicative of a larger sort of mental health issue that young woman is dealing with.
Go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boy, did you dodge a bullet.
I'll say.
Yeah.
Did that scar you, though? Like, were you nervous about getting involved with another girl after that?
No, because
Okay.
I knew what. I just don't. yeah, no, the signs were all there. Like that's why I had to let her go.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
this is why this is.
Yeah.
I made a good call. Like this is confirming what I knew all along.
But she was hot, huh?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah,
She
the
was
hot
very
ones
pretty.
are the
Hot,
craziest
I was
ones.
just gonna say,
She's
you
very
can't have it
pretty.
all.
Well, that's the other thing. It's like I kept. I think at one point I said, "You're so attractive. Like, why are you wasting your time with me?" I was like trying to teach her, like, you can do better. Like, go away. There's more. I'm only 5'9".
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a
I'm a New
bald spot
Hampshire
at 40.
7.
Yeah, I'm a Concord, New Hampshire 6.
Oh my goodness! All right,
Is there okay? Before you go to the
Yes.
next episode, we do have to do ads.
Oh,
So-
yeah, okay.
So are we done with the?
we're done with episode
Oh,
220.
perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Evan.
Yeah.
You're gonna do this one. Liz, you have to guess the Christmas movie character that Evan is portraying.
Is he gonna do a voice?
I don't know.
You can. This is who you
Had he
are.
told me about it, maybe.
That's who you are. Okay. Just don't say it.
Okay.
Say, Evan, when in that place.
Okay. Do I go now?
You're on. In 3, 2, 1.
Hey there, everyone. I don't say the name.
Right. It's Evan
Hey
Walsh.
there, everyone. It's Evan Walsh, and I'm here to tell you about a delicious treasure in your town, Royal Pizza. Imagine this cheesy, gooey slice of pure happiness just waiting for you like a hug from Santa. Whether you're craving pepperoni, veggie, or even magical pineapple pizza, if that's your jam, Royal Pizza has it all. And guess what? They deliver faster than you could say Santa's workshop. So if you're feeling a little hungry, or maybe a lot, just give them a call and get ready for a pizza party in your tummy. Royal Pizza, where every slice is a slice of joy. Now get your pie, because that's what elves would do.
Can I guess?
RoyalPizza.com. What we say?
Frosty the Snowman?
No. It's a live action character.
Oh,
it's a human.
live action.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a human?
Yeah, because I would have said you sound like Olaf.
I don't know.
I would have guessed Olaf the way
okay.
you know.
Yeah.
He did a bad impersonation, but listen to the words.
Will Ferrell from Elf?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. There you go.
I mean, I didn't have any time to practice.
I know.
So I tried to capture the emotion of the individual.
So it's my fault. All right, now Liz, I had
Okay.
a problem with ChatGPT. It was not. Let's just read the first one here. You ready? It starts right here.
Yep.
Sounds like. Hey Liz, have you noticed all? Okay, so you have to guess. This is a husband-wife couple in a Christmas comedy.
Okay. Husband-wife Christmas comedy. Okay.
The names have been changed to Rick and Liz for obvious reasons. Hey, Liz, have you noticed all those little mouse tracks around our neighborhood? I swear, I saw one trying to sneak a slice of my Christmas ham.
Oh, great. Just what we need for the holidays. A family of mice throwing their own festive party.
Exactly, but you know what? There's a solution to our little rodent issue. I heard about APC Pest Control. They specialize in getting rid of those pesky mice, like, really fast.
Oh, really? I'd love to see those little guys get a one-way ticket out of our homes.
Right? APC Pest Control uses safe and effective methods to get rid of mice, and they'll make sure they don't come back to ruin our holiday cheer.
So you're saying I can finally enjoy my eggnog without worrying about a mouse stealing my cookies?
Exactly. With APC on the job, you can sip your eggnog in peace. They handle everything from inspection to prevention.
I'm sold. Where do I sign up?
Just head on over to the website, apcpestcontrol.com. They have all the mice packing in no time.
And maybe they can send them to the Griswold's house instead.
That we gave it away.
We got it.
We should have made up a name. See, you know who it is now.
I do. Yeah. It's the neighbors of the Griswold.
Yeah, what are their names?
What are their names?
I don't fucking know.
What do you fucking mean you don't know? You've seen the movie 100 times.
I know. But they're throwing characters. What?
What?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Why is the carpet wet, Todd?
I don't know, Margot.
Todd and Margo.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
Todd and Margot.
All right. So, Rick, you got to close us out.
No, that was it.
No. So, folks, if you've got mice making themselves at home this holiday season, don't wait.
Visit apcpestcontrol.com today. Yeah, I was upset with ChatGPT. I went through it like 3 times.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm like, yeah.
Did you say in the style of Todd and Margot?
Yeah, man.
You did?
Yeah, I was like.
I'm no Julia Louis-Dreyfus, so I could work on my delivery a little bit.
yeah, true. I mean, we kind of just brought the energy level. We don't try to do a exact impersonation, but make this ad as close to parody of this scene in Christmas Vacation when Todd and Margot find water in their bedroom. Instead of finding out how the water got in, Liz wants to know how the mouse poop got in. What's so fucking hard about that? It should have literally.
Yeah, but if you had said. It's all about the prompt. So had you said, do it in the style of Margot and Todd, it would have come out a little bit differently.
Oh, okay.
A little more, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so we just have to finesse the
a little
prompts
more
a little
nuance.
bit. Okay.
Yeah.
I think ChatGPT just needs to figure it out. That's what their job is, to figure it out. All right, well, those are our ads.
All right.
Thanks, guys. All right.
So back to
we have
reflections.
one more episode of mistakes. Okay.
Episode 221.
Yeah.
So Mike is letting us know that Garrett Anderson, whoever that is, was a starting left fielder for the Los Angeles Angels from 94 to 2008.
Yeah.
So was there some controversy around his playing duration?
Remember, you had brought up a question about who it was that played.
Yeah. Okay, maybe it was him. I don't know. No, it's definitely a black guy. I want to say Rodriguez. Rodriguez? Fuck, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It was just whoever the guy was. It does matter because I'm saying this man was a shitty performer at his job and let down a bunch of kids, and now I'm throwing out someone else's name. So a piece of shit. So it was player X, the right fielder, in about 2000
from the Angels.
For the Angels, yeah.
Well, far more interesting. Mike lets us know my anonymous source from small town Scuttlebutt confirmed that Rick did attend a party at the house of the New York Rangers / St. Louis Blues general manager, but did not go with the daughter. I did not know the daughter, but did proceed to pass out face down in the sand of Portsmouth Beach.
Hey.
That sounds like a good time.
Yeah, I did not. If I said, I might have misspoke. If I made it sound like I went with her. No, I went there.
Yeah.
I was promptly asked to leave. No, just kidding. Preceded by, who are you anyway? Do you have ID?
Who invited you?
Who invited you?
And Mike concludes with, these show notes are approved by Doge.
Nice.
This is a shining example of implementing reductions in this current word economy, which I'm all for, given the corporate lingo that I have to sit through every single day.
It's still bad?
Yeah, and I am contributing to it.
Well, I was going to say you're in a place of power and you can influence change, and I just wonder why everybody in corporate jokes about it.
Yes.
Like everybody who participates in it does this thing where it's like, I have nothing to do with it. I just have to because that's how everyone else does it. It's like that's the groupthink that keeps it going. What if a couple thought leaders say, you know what? Let's go back to our spheres of influence, right? Our direct reports, and go, hey, stop talking like fucking robots.
Yeah.
And humanize this. Is this how you talk to your neighbor when you're getting the mail and you see them? You know, hi, I wanted to circle back about the birthday invite for Billy.
But
no,
it's
you don't do that.
Like, it's not even a conscious thing. Like, it's not a conscious thing. It just is what it is.
It's almost like a language. It's
completely.
It's almost like, do you think there'll ever be a college course? Because we make college courses for everything, right? A college course for corporate speak, and it could be called corporate acronyms and linguistics.
Yeah,
no, I don't think you need to because you pick up the language. It's like when you go to Florida, you pick up the accent, kind of, you know, and you like kind of learn how the people talk.
Yeah.
When you go into the corporate world, you kind of learn how to. You didn't know how to talk like that before you went there, right? And it's like woven into the fabric of corporations, and you're never gonna get rid of it until you take progressive steps to eliminate it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I spend more hours a week working than I do anything else, so. it's like, it would be like if you were in like a French immersion class, you know, for school or whatever, you would pick up that language in no time. All I hear is this language and all I do is speak this language. And it is infuriating. Like my team, we do joke about it in my team meetings, and we'll start like coming up with kind of fake corporate jargon things to try to weave into big meetings.
And they'll become actual.
Yeah. And I'm like, all right, someone has to say like, that's a real ham sandwich of an idea in a meeting.
Oh, yes.
It just means that idea
good
is
for
terrible.
you.
But like, you know, stuff like that.
And someone else has to support it. Ham
Yes.
sandwich, absolutely. And then that makes everyone go, what the fuck? Ham
know.
sandwich? What does that mean? Siri,
know.
what is ham sandwich? I got to get up to date.
Oh,
And then another one I want to use is just because you put syrup on it doesn't make it a pancake. I haven't used it yet, but I'm like waiting for the opportunity because I just want someone to be like, fuck does that mean?
you have to. You have
I know,
to.
right?
You have to.
That's great. I laughed too hard in the microphone over that.
And you've got to
That's
get
funny.
somebody. I like Rick's idea. You got to
Yes,
get somebody
to
else
back
on
it.
board to back it
Yeah,
up. You know?
totally.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
I mean, you know, this is what we have to do. This is our idea of fun at work.
Oh, I love it.
So go back to the part where you say the pancake syrup. Say that again. This,
Yeah, just because you put syrup on it doesn't make it a pancake.
sprinkle some chocolate chips on that, Liz. Now we're talking. Then,
Oh, damn.
yes, and then someone goes, definitely chocolate chip that. Yeah. You can get. You know what you do? A room of 7 people. 6 people are in on it.
Completely.
The one person has to just start going, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
Oh God, I love it.
What's the one? Don't something me. You hate that one. Don't double talk me, or don't. You had a
Mansplain?
no. There's a good one you
Okay.
had before that sounded really like. It's a good fire back at the person talking like
okay.
that. I wish I remembered it. Anyway,
I don't know.
let's spend another 7 minutes thinking about it. Guys at home listening, do you know what I'm thinking about? Do you remember that time when she said that thing on that show? Are we done here?
We're done.
All
We're
right.
good. Thank you, Mike, for
Mike.
delivering stellar content
Yeah, Mike, that was great.
in an efficient manner.
Well, I told Mike, I said bullet points, and he delivered.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. Well, Scuttlebuds, I think we would all like to know from you, first of all, is the little person hanging in the tree from The Wizard of Oz real? Is there a supernatural apparition in 3 Men and a Baby? Weigh in on that controversy, please. And also, always happy to learn more corporate jargon. If there are some phrases that you've picked up along the way that you want to share or that drive you crazy, hit us up, smalltownscuttlebutt@gmail.com. And if you like what you hear, rate, review, subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Small Town Scuttlebutt. And yeah, shoot us a note, smalltownscuttlebutt@gmail.com. See ya.
You sit on a throne of lies.